Hello and welcome to Kerbal Space Program. We are playing version 1.2.0.1532 pre-release, and we are about to launch a probe to Minmus. Inside here we have a little probe core with some science attached to it. Um, and we have a lot of delta V here. And the idea is to get to Minimus and then land on several, if not all, of the biomes, and just get a really ton of science. I do have one of these science storage units inside here as well, so that when we come back, we'll have a very minimal profile coming back into the atmosphere and landing. So, let's go ahead and launch. Okay, campers, so we're in orbit. We're going to do our burn to Minimus here. I'm going to do it right about there. And we'll do a second maneuver node here at the descending node, and we'll raise it up to see how we do. There we go. We got a really nice, good capture there. So I'm going to exit out, and I'll do it after we actually burn, because you never know how the burn actually goes. There we go. All right. So there's our first burn. We still got a little bit of left in here. So let's go to our descending node here. Add a maneuver. And raise it up. focus view on Minmus here. And so I can further adjust my maneuver. Periapsis of 12.6. There we go. Okay, so we have our attitude set to our radial. Or is that normal? To our normal. I think it's to our normal. But in any case, we're going to burn up towards the zenith. And we need to wait till we're at range. So estimated burn is 2 again. But we got 30 minutes till we get there. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my anti-normal. I think that's normal and anti-normal. And that's radial and anti-radial there, I believe. I could be misremembering. Honestly, my brain says, I think that's what it is. I don't really know. And that's okay. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get this a little bit more equatorial here. Yeah, that's pretty good. And so now we'll F5 that. And then I'm going to turn on my thing. I do have a little bit of thrust here. And no, that's not going to work. That's not going to do anything. So we're just going to leave it at that. And when I get in here, we can always bring that in by just burning retrograde here until that comes in. And that'll make my capture easier. So we are going to warp to here. Now something went wrong because it's not being captured. Being captured by the moon here. So what happened there? Let's F9 and C. Why you F5? Honestly, I would never want to play a game where you couldn't F9 and F5 because you have. I mean, like, look, I clearly have my capture here, and then I just click warp to here, and it goes away. I'm not sure why. That is just that's got to be a glitch. I wonder if I fast forward this way, if it will jinky up the physics or the orbit. See, that seems to work a lot better. Which is disappointing because the warp to here function is mighty convenient. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to literally go retrograde here. Uh-oh. No data. Uh-oh. Limited probe control. Why do I have limited probe control? Because I never expanded my... Can I extend this? Extend antenna. Extend antenna. Alright, that makes it to where we're controlled now. So, yeah, I want to go retrograde. I'm just going to burn retrograde till my periapsis is, probably around 30 kilometers, that is. Yeah, so this whole, extending your antennas and stuff, it makes a difference here. You got to do that for it to work right. First hop, path, vessel link. So it's just going straight to Kerbal still. Okay. I'm going to F5 this, and then just hit shift. That's bringing it on. And 6, 5, 4, 3. There you go. Now, it did change quite a bit my inclination for some reason. I'm not sure why, but that's okay because we're going to be doing so many different biomes that it's not going to matter. Not going to matter at all. We're still on that ascent stage. And you notice how you look at these, they all take away at the same rate, which is great. And that's all based on the way the new flow priority works, and that makes it just so much more stable. I really like that new feature. Oh man, it's not letting me do maneuver node. There, add maneuver. Can I back it in? The periapsis. I can't. Can move it in one direction. It's really hanking up on me a little bit here. See if we can do it this way. Alright, that works. Bring that into about 30 kilometers. Yeah, there you go. I'll save that maneuver node and correct my attitude. And so we're just going to come on into Minmus, get into orbit, and then once we get into orbit, we'll determine where we want to land. I got a guy here with a craft that needs rescuing. I'm not sure. I certainly don't have any way to rescue him unless his craft happens to work. So I think he's just stuck there for now. So I bring another thing. What I really want to do is I'm gonna create a I have another contract to build a surface outpost, and so I just need to get some more science, about 540 more science to be exact. Right now, sitting at 125, so hopefully this mission will get us the new science so that we can bring that outpost and rescue this guy and really propel the space program forward from there. So, again, I'm going to F5, and then I'm going to warp to there. Bam. Warp complete. So, I'm going to correct my attitude a little bit more. I'm also going to roll to be facing up ostensibly at this point. And there we go. There's Jeb's landing, where I landed previously. That's where that dude is. Chilling, waiting for us to rescue him. And it's just about time to burn. Alright. So now that we're in orbit, we need to land. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to land in this little area here. The reason is I'm going to get the flats, the slopes, the midlands, the highlands, and then go up to the poles from there. And just make a little hops from that spot. I think that will be good. So, I'm going to add a maneuver here. And probably bring it down that way. I think it's going to be right about there because I think this is going to rotate into it by then. I'm going to F5 this and just see. In fact, if anything, I need to move it further out. Why can't I mess with this maneuver? And these maneuver nodes are really kinking up on us. Well, that's kind of unfortunate. I will just basically go past it and keep the attitude. Oh, I wonder if it's because I have no signal. That's my problem. Yeah, we are eclipsed from Kerbal by Minmus, so that's not going to work. And it never was going to. I see. My bad. See there, we just reestablished control. See, watch now. I can... Well, I still can't do much with it. I might as well delete it. Man, it's that's a little frustrating. But what I can do is like land down here. So just gonna go retrograde anyway. Go ahead and quick save it. There you go. And then when we get to here, we'll really kill our velocity. Alright, so now we really are heading in. That's a good shot, isn't it? Taking a couple camera screenshots there. Alright, so let us fast forward a little bit here. Well, so I did it a little bit soon. You can see it really changed things. So what I'm going to do... I'm going to burn this way just a wee bit. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and lose this stage at this point. I had somebody comment that I need to really be a lot more conservative with my fuel because I'm going to kill all the non-treed surface environment on Kerbal. Yeah, I don't know what that means really. I just I threw as much on there as I think I could have handled with the engine I had back here, which is really my limiting factor, so that I could just really maximize the number of hops I had once I got here. I didn't want to have to worry about it because I do want to bring this back to Kerbal, at least this top part, right? And so to do that, we're gonna need all the help we can get. Oop, so we're coming in, and I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this a little bit here. Let's F5 first, and come on in. Alright, now, I don't really know, because I don't have my Kerbal Engineer, what my suicide burn is. So I'm going to go ahead and start burning. And hopefully it was soon enough, essentially. Yeah, plenty of time left. So there's the part where I would have been if I had just kept on going. Bam. Alright. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to start burning until I'm basically just over the one thruster weight ratio of 1. And what that's going to do for me is it's going to slow my descent down slowly, keep it, and then switch to surface. And that's going to keep it where I want it to be. I should have been at surface the whole time, so I'm glad it switched to surface automatically. That is something you need to keep an eye on. And increase this a little bit. You see my shadow there now. You know, I'm not doing math in my head or anything. I'm not that good at math in my head. So, like, even though I know I've got about 1,800 meters left, I don't really know what my suicide burn would be and how to calculate that even. I'm just, going by experience a little bit here. And I just want to keep this, I don't want it to go too slow, but then again, I don't want to litho break, so, it's basically, you're starting to see that here we have a bad texture, and here the texture is much finer. Get your shadow right there. So when that shadow comes over here, that means you're going to be hitting the ground. You can tell we're starting to get close just by the texture here. And, you know, I'm going about 10 kilometers, or 10 meters per second rather. So, you know, I'm going to slow my burn down now. I don't want it to speed up, but I don't want it to slow down too much either yet. Because it's really easy to get rid of that 11 meters per second real quick by just punching it. You see our shadows starting to get more well defined. Our textures are more and more getting finer and finer. I need to go ahead and up it. I need to chase my retrograde a little bit here. I want to definitely be retrograde. Because I want to try and kill my horizontal velocity as well as my vertical velocity. This is not the most efficient way to do this, but again, I just threw a bunch of delta V on here, so I didn't have to worry about it. So now we're under 7 meters per second. We should survive this as long as we don't run out of fuel, which we're not going to. You know, make sure I continue chasing my retrograde, so I've more or less killed my horizontal velocity. We're coming in, now we're going under 4 meters per second here. I'm going to slow down my throttle down a little bit. Now I'm actually increasing a little bit. I'm going to speed it back up. I'm going to go down like to 2 and then bring it back down. I want to be under 3, but I want to be over 2. That's perfect right there. Just go ahead and chase our retrograde again. Just stay on it as best we can. It's a little wobbly. And here we're coming in. Lost my shadow there. There it is. I don't know why it's... I mean, I know that's just a glitch in the game, basically, but I'm not sure why it's doing that. Okay, I'm going a little bit too slow, so now I'm going to just kill my thrust for a second here. Going 4, so increase it. There's my shadow. There it is. It reappeared. Okay, now I'm just going to try and get it back below 3 by the time I hit. There, we're below 3. Go down to 2 and slow down my thrust. Throttle it down. And try and create a happy medium. So basically, I want to just be at 1. And it's impossible to get exactly at 1, but this is going to be a nice, gentle, perfect landing. And there it is. We have landed on Minmus. Not the first time. First time with the probe, though. And let's do some science. All right. That's some good science. Log temperature. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and stick these over here. I don't have to keep on redoing it. Now, if you notice, I brought along plenty of these mystery containment goos. They're mystery goo. Really, I should be keeping. I should keep these. Keep log pressure data. Keep. So that what I can do now is I can right-click on this pup and collect it all. There we go. So we'll get the full science when we return this puppy. Not a bad idea that I've transmitted it, just in case something goes wrong. But that's good. Now I'll go ahead and observe the materials bay too, and keep that, and we'll collect all again. I'm going to F5. Nobody to go around and and collect that information because I didn't bring a Kerbal this time. I figured it'd be cheaper doing it this way, a little bit easier. Get more Delta V out of the mission because I want to do quite a bit of hops. So now we're gonna try and hop over to like the slopes over here. So I don't know that I can set a waypoint without my curb net, like actually being completion award science data from the surface of. Oh, that was a contract that we had, so we got that. All right, so that's just basically north and east. So that's north, that's east. So we want to go basically this way. All right, so I'm just gonna hit shift a little bit until I get over one. I'm gonna quickly move my ship over in the direction that we want to go. Just rolling on me, gravity roll. So I'm going to go ahead and stop it there. We'll finish our excursion to Minimus in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I always say it, but I always mean it. I really appreciate it. Like and share, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.